Now, let us study about the electric heater. The aim of this experiment is to dismantle a given electric heater, identify the parts, assemble it back, note down the nameplate details, troubleshoot, and suggest suitable remedies. So, this is the view of an electric heater. So, this is the heating coil, the metal body. So, this is the supply cord, and this is the rotary switch which is used for controlling the heat. So there are four positions of first position, second position, and third position for different heats. This is the circuit diagram to study how to connect the electric heater in the circuit. The supply is given to a rotary switch which has 5 terminals. So this is the P1 and P2, the supply terminal, and these three terminals are connected to the two coils. So one terminal is common, the terminal 2 is the common terminal, and the terminal 3 is connected to one of the coil, and the terminal 4 is connected to the second coil. So in the first position, the two coils are connected in series. You can see here the two coils are connected in series, and this is the low heat position. In the second position, the medium heat, the position 2, one of the coil is connected to the supply and the other coil is not connected. In this position, only one coil is working and it produces the medium heat. And in the next position, the supply is connected to the common terminal and the other two coils. So both the coils are connected in parallel, and in this position, the heat will be high. So this is how the rotary switch of the electric heater is connected. The electric heater works on the principle of conversion of electrical energy into heat energy. When an electric current passes through a resistance, heat will be produced due to electron friction. An electric heater consists of two coils which are connected in series or in parallel in order to get different heats. The heating element is constructed using nichrome wire. A rotary switch is used to connect the two coils in series or in parallel. The container is directly placed on the coil and the heat is transferred from the coil to the container directly. Let us see the procedure. Test the electric stove before dismantle. Remove the power cord and dismantle the stove. Conduct a visual examination of power cord, plug pin, and the terminal of the appliance. Remove the screws fitted to the bottom cover. Remove the rotary switch connections and test the rotary switch for different heat positions. Test the heating element for continuity using a series test lamp and also for earth fault, open circuit or short circuit. Assemble the electric stove back into working order and test it by connecting it to the supply. Let us see the faults in the electric stove and what are the remedies for it. The first problem, the stove is not working, that is not heating. Reason, maybe absence of supply, for which you have to check the supply using a test lamp. Faulty power cord, check the power cord using series test lamp and replace if necessary. Defective rotary switch, check the rotary switch using a series test lamp and replace if it found faulty. There may be some loose connections, check and make it correct. Defective rotary switch. Even if the rotary switch is defective, the coil heater will not heat. Check the rotary switch using a series test lamp and replace if necessary. Defective coil, check the coil using series test lamp and replace if necessary. The next problem may be electric stove gives shock. The main reason for this is improper earth connection. Check the earth connection and make it proper. Leakage in the heating coil. Check the heating coil and replace if necessary. Live wires touching the body. Check and insulate it properly. Hi students, in this video I will demonstrate how to disassemble a electric heater and identify the parts and reassemble into working condition. So this is the electric heater. You can see the electric heater. So first you have to see the nameplate details of this electric heater. So this is the nameplate details. Wattage 2050 watts, 230 volt AC, and the serial number is given. So this is the manufacturer's name. So now let us start dismantling. So before dismantling, we'll see the supply cord. So this is the supply cord. So this is the supply cord. So first visually test the supply cord for any damage in the insulation or breakage in the wire, etc. And you can also check the continuity of the supply cord with using series test lamp. So connect a series test lamp. So here I have a series test lamp. Check the continuity of the wires. So if the lamp glows, that means that wire has continuity. Similarly, check the other wire also. So wire has continuity, and the third wire is earthing wire. If there is continuity, then the lamp glows bright. So now the supply cord is all right. So now I remove the back cover of the heater by removing the screws. Remove all the screws and remove the back plate. So this is the iron connector and this is the coil. The coil has 3 terminals, one common terminal and the other 2 terminal of the 2 coils. And this is the 3 heat switch used in the electric heater. So purpose of this switch is to control the heat. So this switch connects the heating coils. The 2 coils are there. So these 2 coils are either connected in series, one in parallel, or two coils in parallel. So depending upon, we will get low heat, medium heat and high heat. So now we'll remove the switch. First remove the knob. So this is the knob. By pulling we can remove it, and remove the screws. This is the 3-heat switch. We'll remove the connections. Before removing the connections, note down the wires, how it is connected. So this is the switch, rotary switch. We can check the continuity of this switch. So this switch has 3 terminals on one side and 2 terminals on the other side. So this 2 terminal side is the supply side. We have to connect the phase and neutral wire of the supply. And the other side has 3 terminals. Out of this, 1 terminal is common. So it is marked 2, 3 and 4. This is 2, this is 3 and this is 4. So here the terminal 2 marked is the common terminal, and this is terminal is connected to the one coil, and this terminal is connected to the other coil. So now we can check the continuity in different positions. So this is the, with the series test lamp we can check the continuity. So now there is no continuity between the supply side and the coil side. So this position is 0 or off position. And next, in the position 1, I'll change the switch position to 1. So here there is no continuity. So one terminal has continuity. The supply goes to the one of the coil. So common terminal does not have the continuity, and the other terminal of the supply will go to the second coil. So in this position, the two coils are connected in series. So this is the low heat position. And in the next position, the position 2, so this is the position 2. So here you can check the continuity. The common terminal has continuity. One of the supply comes to the common terminal, and the other supply terminal has continuity with the contact number 4. So the second coil will get the supply, and this coil is connected in parallel, and this is the medium heat position. And the third position, so this is the position 3. So common terminal will get the supply, and the other supply terminal is connected to both the coils. You can see the continuity of both the coils. So here the two coils are connected in parallel, and this is the high heat position. So this is the heating coil. You can remove the coil by removing the screw. So this is the coil. It's a bottom plate. So this is the heating element or coil. So it has, there are totally, you can see the 4 terminals. Out of this, these 2 terminals are connected together and this forms the common terminal. So this common terminal should be connected to the common terminal of the switch, that is position 2 in the terminal 2 of the switch, and this is the one terminal of the coil. So this is the outer terminal and this is the inner coil. So this is the outer coil, it's connected here, as you can see. So this is the outer coil and this is the inner coil. So this is the inner coil and this is the outer coil. So you can check the continuity of the coil using series test lamp. So this is the common terminal and one coil, it shows continuity. So if there is open circuit, the coil does not show the continuity. So this is the another coil, and you can also check the earth leakage by connecting it to the body of the coil and any terminal. So now there is no continuity, that means there is no leakage in the coil. Also you can measure the resistance of the coil with the multimeter. Now I will check the resistance. So this is the resistance of one coil showing around 83 ohms and the other coil showing 110 ohms. So you can measure the resistance. It shows the coil has continuity. Now let us assemble the heater. Now make the connections for the switch. So this is the supply side. And this is the common terminal. So this is one of the coil, outer coil. And this is the inner coil. Fix the switch, rotary switch. Fix the knob. And finally fix the bottom plate. Now we can check with the series test lamp. So this is the off position. This is the first position, lamp glows dim, and in the second position the lamp glows little bright. So this is the medium heat, and here the lamp will be bright. The two coils are connected in parallel, and this is the high heat position.